So Rosmerta has a basket of products and services that broadly fall in the road safety, compliance and sustainable domains. So we started our journey with the smart card driving license and vehicle registration cards, and we basically transformed into a automotive solutions and products company which is primarily focused on whatever the government's alignment is, whatever the government's focus is. So our basket of products directly or indirectly improve road safety, increase compliance in the vehicles and increase the sustainability of the vehicles. So if we talk about sustainability, since that is the theme of today's discussion in the SIAM convention, we are promoting sustainability by investing in the vehicle scrappage policy. We've set up one of India's largest RVSFs, which is registered vehicle scrapping facilities right here in Manesar, and we plan to set up 10 more centers in the coming 2 to 3 years to promote recycling. That is one of our initiatives. One of our major products is the high security registration number plates. So we are market leaders. We are number 1 in India and number 2 in the world in producing and supplying high security registration number plates. We supply at least 12 lakh sets to 12 lakh HSRPs to 12 lakh vehicles across India to 20,000 dealerships on a month-on-month basis. So that is one of the biggest things that we've been doing. And with the higher penetration of high security registration plates, you will see that a lot of ITMS solutions, the intelligent transport traffic management solutions that are coming up basis the HSRP, because those can be read by the ANPR cameras that are being done. So that is in a very small nutshell what Rosmerta does. So I think everybody knows the figures and they're very dismal that India is number 1 in the road, in the number of road accidents and road fatalities globally. And North and the central government have come up with a target to reduce road accidents by 50% in the next 10 years. By 2030, they want to reduce road accidents by 50%. We at Rosmerta are targeting this in a multi-segment level. So the number 1 thing that we are doing is one of our products, which is the automatic driving test tracks. So what that does is all the driving tests, all the new drivers that are going to be issued a driving license, their testing is done with an automated way, no manual intervention, that increases transparency. So whoever is getting a driving license, we can ensure that they actually know how to drive the car, they know the rules of the road. This is going to improve road safety at a grassroots level. Number 2, we have a product called the speed limiting device. These are devices that are retrofitted in all commercial vehicles, and 50% of road accidents happen because of speeding. And over 60% of road accidents happen on the highways, which are mainly used by commercial vehicles. So this is one of the products that is going to directly affect road safety standards in whichever state is implementing the speed limiting device product. Furthermore, we had tied up with SIAM, and we had a Surakshat Safar pavilion in January's Auto Expo, and we are looking at tying up with SIAM and other educational institutes to promote awareness and education to improve road safety at a grassroots level. It is an extension and modification of the same model that CIRT has come up with. So what we have understood is that the biggest problem is obviously space. So the driving testing schools that need to come up in Tier 1 cities, the space is extremely expensive. So we need to go for an asset-light model. What we did in Delhi was we took over the Maruti driving schools that were already operational under an OM, operation and maintenance contract. We retrofitted those centers with our technology, and we are using those centers to do the testing for the thing. So there are various states with different problems, and there are different solutions for those states. So somewhere where the land is not available or is expensive, then the government has to provide the land in either the RTO space or nearby.
Right.
So there is no one-size-fits-all model over here. Every state has a different problem, and there are going to be different solutions for each state. There is a track. Say there is a 8 track or a H track. Now the driver who is coming for a test, he is told that he has to go take a left, he has to go take a right, he has to reverse, he has to go front, back, etc. He has to do this in so many seconds, 180 seconds, and he cannot take over 6 stops in the middle, or he cannot hit the curb. He sits in the car alone. There is nobody else in the car with him. On the track, there are video cameras on all sides, and there are sensors on the platform. So those actually do the testing. The car is being driven by the driving license person. They record the whole thing, and automatically at the time, at the end of the test, he knows he has passed or failed, and for what reason he has passed or failed. So that is the automatic thing. Simulators are not the. We are Rosmerta did not find the strategy of simulators useful enough for improving road safety. We are coming up with a new product called microdots.
Okay.
That is going to enhance the traceability and it's going to stop theft of spare parts and it's going to promote genuine spare parts.
Oh. Wow.
So if you will see in the last few months there have been cases where the car, Tata car or Mahindra car has caught fire. And when they did the RCA was that a non-genuine part was used and installed basis which the fire was done. So such cases can be effectively controlled with the use of microdots. It is already in the regulation but it is a voluntary thing. Microdots are nanoparticles. You pick it and it's a dot, but it's a nano dot with a 12-digit serial number.
Oh.
So you get a can, you spray the can across the body and underbody and all the major parts of the car. And so even after a fire, you can identify if this was a genuine part, when was this installed, when was this received at the OEM's factory, was it a genuine part or was it replaced, and if the part was replaced, it will not have those microdots. So we showcased this product in the ACMA Auto Expo in January this year, and we did get a lot of positive response from the OEM as well, and as well as the used car players like Cars24 and the aftermarket as well. So I think it will start with OEM adoption and then it will go into the aftermarket. So we have different manufacturing units. Our HSRP manufacturing units are in Himachal Pradesh and Assam. Those are mother plants. They make the blank plates. Further, they are given to 25 warehouses. After the 25 warehouses, they are sent to 300 plus centers, distribution centers, where they are customized as per the registration number that has been given by the government.
They're blanked.
They're blank. Blank ke baad wo embossing, hot stamping, okay?
Yes.
Then they're given to 19,000 automotive dealers. So that is the HSRP supply chain. The microdots will be separate. The Manesar facilities for DEF. There we have a Manesar facility for automotive recycling. We are certified by VDA, the German agency. Plants, one in Manesar, one is Hosur. We have a capacity of 20 lakh liters and we are planning to set up 10-15 more centers across the country in the next 2 years. In the RVSF segment, our number one challenge is getting the scrap vehicles because the customer mindset is not there to sell the vehicles at scrap rates. And the government incentive in policy is not as substantial enough and not fully implemented. So I feel that if the government implements the incentives in a much more substantial way, I think they will really help in improving the feedstock